This week's Parashat is Ki Sabo. Can you say it?
This week's Torah portion, Parashat, is Ki Tavo.
Aye. Let's talk about this first for a minute. Why do you insist on using pronunciations?
That's how I was brought up.
Oh, your rabbi who converted you is Sfard?
No, but that's like Dennis Prager said that Sephardic pronunciation is superior.
So your rabbi is Dennis Prager?
Yeah.
So your rabbi is good with driving on Shabbos?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But no, you're supposed to turn the radio off. Like, you're supposed to keep Shabbos in your car.
Let me ask you this. Are you Ashkenaz or Sfard?
Yes.
let me drop
I haven't really...
let me drop some knowledge on you.
Okay.
The way it works is we tend to follow the converting rabbi. So if your converting rabbi was Ashkenaz...
Yeah, he was.
So then you will become Ashkenaz.
Yeah,
now there could be a variation on that. But once you pick your derech, you know who you are, you have to stay with that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to say Sukkot. I can still say Sukkot.
No. It doesn't. It's like saying, pick a thing, like chair, right?
It's like saying I can marry Rachel, but I can't fool around with Leah.
No. It's like mispronouncing something, expecting you've mispronounced the word. Because the only people who can say Sukkot are people who are Sfard or, Israeli. But since you're not Sfard and you're not Israeli, it's Ki Sabo. It's Sukkos, right? Otherwise you're mispronouncing it. You're pronouncing it like a Sfard, but you're not Sfard. So it's just a mispronunciation. It's a miss. Okay? It's like you shot at the free throw line and you missed. Okay? So if you're Ashkenaz, the only way you can score free throws and consider it pronouncing correctly is with an Ashkenaz pronunciation. Otherwise you mispronounced it. If you were Sephardi or Persian, right? If you were some Persian dude, right? Like your name was like Musabi.
Yeah.
Musabi Nagan Ragan Rasananian.
Yeah.
Right? And I was with Musabi. Makakaka Hatarasian. La 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 la. Well, you were sitting right here.
And I'd have to wear a lot of. Notice how they wear a lot of perfume.
Yeah, and you drive a BMW.
That'd be sweet.
Okay. Then you would say it's Parashat Ki Tavo. And I would go, okay, go ahead, Wojciech. Right?
Okay, this weekend it is Parashat Ki Tavo.
But since you're not, and you're just like, Levi Ford from, the set of...
What Women Want.
It's Ki Sabo. Alright, so I said that.
Okay, so either way, it's Deuteronomy 26 to Deuteronomy 29. So in Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 11, there's another commandment to be happy. So how does one interrupt Shiva, for instance, mourning, for the Sabbath or a Jewish holiday, and stop your mourning to be happy on the Shabbat or to be happy on the Jewish holidays? So again, Judaism is not natural. Like most Jews think, oh, I'm Jewish, therefore whatever I feel is Jewish and authentic to Judaism. But no, like it is totally contrary to the human tendency. There's a commandment to be happy.
Time out. Is that a question rhetorically, or is that a real genuine question?
Go ahead and take it as a genuine question.
Oh, okay. I mean, you're looking for an answer?
Sure.
Okay. Shiva, we can't mourn. It says we're not allowed to mourn on
Sabbath and holidays.
You're not allowed to mourn. So let's say like you're sitting Shiva, you started your Shiva Wednesday.
Yeah.
So then you finish, you do Shiva up until Shabbos, and then you take a break from it. Then you're not allowed to mourn on Shabbos, and then you pick it up again after Shabbos is over.
Yeah.
It's interesting that if somebody's nifter, I don't remember this too well, but if somebody's nifter on, if you started your mourning period right after Shabbos ended, like Saturday night you started your mourning period, you'd finish it Friday morning. In preparation for Shabbos, you can call it off. You don't have to wait the whole day because you can get ready for Shabbos and stuff. So Shabbos has more importance than Shiva. Shabbos takes dominance or takes priority over mourning. It's not because you have to be happy. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that Shabbos is more important than mourning. Now, the mitzvah of to be happy, Yivdu es Hashem simcha,
Yeah.
serve God with
Joy.
joy. Very difficult to do the morning one in joy. How are you going to do that in joy? You're not allowed to be happy. I don't know exactly how that works. But all right. I don't know what your point was for bringing up morning and.
Well, my main point is that Judaism's not natural. You can't just intuit Judaism. You can't just feel your way to how you should act.
Well,
the heart cannot be your guide. Many people say, "Oh, just do what my heart prompts." The heart is the very worst guide to life.
You have to put your head over your heart. The human body, the way it is, okay, is a metaphor for what's the priority. It's like your brain is your top priority, right? That's why it's the highest. Your heart is here, and your
genitals.
Your genitals are the lowest, right?
Right.
Because you should never be driven by that. That's how it normally is. But in my case, because my genitals are so big, that when I'm fully extended, it goes higher up than my head, and that's why I think with my penis quite often. It's not my fault. It's just that it's so big, it dominates over my brain.
Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 15. When the Torah describes Israel as a land flowing with milk and honey, does it mean it literally?
Yes.
So there is literally, the land is just covered with milk and it's covered with honey?
It doesn't say that.
Oh.
It just says it's flowing. If I have one person pouring 1 cup of milk all over the counter in their house, some house in Tel Aviv, that is the land flowing with milk, right? And honey, I just need a little bit of it flowing, and I have it.
I've concluded that Western civilization is in decay, and it starts.
Wait a minute. There was you did a whole thing here.
Well, you already answered it.
Oh.
So Western civilization is in decay, and it starts at the top with the moral leader. See, the moral leader thinks he's a tzaddik, a truly righteous man, because he's only been with an average of 1 woman a year for the past 16 years. But when the moral leader engages in such behavior, the gangbanger down the street impregnates a woman a year. So it's just like the Vilna Gaon. He studied Torah for 18 hours a day, so that the rabbis in Germany would study for at least 4 hours a day, and the Jews in England would still keep the Sabbath. Now we're defining deviancy down, where the moral leader says, "Oh, it's okay if I have 1 broad a year." Because then if I say it's okay to have 1 broad a year, then my viewers here, they have 5 broads a year, and the people that are influenced by them go out and impregnate women. So this moral decay starts at the top. Adam Smith made this point in his 1776 book, The Wealth of Nations. He said there are a lot of vices that the middle class can get away with, but if the lower classes participate in them, it will totally destroy them. So in England they have this saying that fornication is the vice of the lower classes, adultery is the vice of the middle classes, and incest is the vice of the upper classes. Thank you.
Nice.
I sometimes fear I'll get swallowed up by my shul, whatever shul. It's not the shul that I'm attending now that's a problem. I mean, I've had this feeling over the years at times that I'll lose my independence because I find myself walking, talking, thinking the same way as the people at my shul. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but will I lose myself?
Look who you're talking to. I was in a Hasidic yeshiva.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody dressed exactly the same way.
Right.
You see the hat you're wearing?
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing this hat.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody had the same long jacket.
Yeah.
Everybody had a beard and payas.
Yeah.
Everybody had a white shirt, long black jacket. We all had the same exact clothes from the same tailors.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was exactly the same look.
Yeah.
And there were 10,000 of us.
Yeah.
And we were all which one is us? In fact, I used to tell a story. I was walking down one of the streets, right, in Mea Shearim, in Israel, and I was walking with 12 other guys who were all dressed like me. We passed this shop, and in the shop it had a window, and it had a big window, big glass window.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and there was a reflection in the window, and it was of the 12 of us walking by. And I'm telling you the truth. I looked. I did not know which one was me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a powerful story.
Whoa.
Yeah, so conform.